One of the questions I get asked most frequently in my practice is about my blue blocking glasses. Initially it was about what are blue blocking glasses, and now it's more about what qualities should I look for to get a pair that works for me, what time should I wear them, and what are the health benefits of them. Today, this video is going to hit upon those. So these are the original frames that I used on my jet lag mitigation plan a few years ago. I was going over to Thailand. It's about a 12-hour flight from where I'm at currently, and was trying to figure out how to beat the jet lag. I came upon an article from Dave Asprey talking about blue blocking glasses. Didn't understand the science at that point, but bought the pair anyway. Basically said, wear it on the plane when it's supposed to be dark where you're going, and your sleep's gonna get better when you get to the other side. So actually I'd switched out, and I wear the evening ones on the plane. So these ones make you look pretty much like the Unabomber if you sit on a plane, but they worked, and my jet lag really wasn't that bad. So I was like, there is something to this light thing. So when I got back, did a deep dive down the rabbit hole of how light affects health, and that's kind of where my practice has gone for the past couple of years. So these were the original pairs. These are the True Dark brands, the yellow pair for the day, the red pair for the evening. Now if you see me in the office, I'm mostly wearing this frame, the Tutmost from Raw Optics. These are day glasses, mostly used to block 450 and 465 nanometers. And so I wanted to show you a little bit about different wavelengths. So over here is the like X-rays in the UV, where there's really short wavelengths. So you go over here, you get into the blue, green, yellow, red, and then the long wavelengths, FM, AM radio and such. But it's mainly this blue and green spectrum that you need to block to affect your sleep optimization. So it's mainly about melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that's made initially as sunlight enters your eye, breaks down different compounds in your eye, and melatonin building up throughout the day. After about 3 to 4 hours of darkness, melatonin gets released. Melatonin gets destroyed by bright blue light. So if you're using your technology with screens without eye protection, you deplete your melatonin levels. Low melatonin, usually high cortisol. High cortisol raises your blood sugar, and it's a fight or flight hormone too. So your blood becomes stickier, more likely to clot, which in my world causes more heart attacks and strokes. But high cortisol, parts start wearing out faster. Without melatonin, high cortisol, low melatonin, you don't necessarily get restorative sleep. Melatonin is kind of the initiator for sleep. And if you don't have enough melatonin, you might be able to fall asleep, but it's very hard to stay asleep, and you don't get the deep restorative sleep. Melatonin is also like fuel for the mitochondria. The mitochondria are the organelles in the cells that provide energy to the cells. The mitochondria essentially need melatonin to prevent oxidation or rusting of the cells, and it also uses the melatonin to recycle broken mitochondria and take out the bad ones that aren't needed. That's a process known as apoptosis. So back to the glasses. So I eventually upgraded to these, the brand from Raw Optics. They're just, lens technology is the state of the art right now. So I don't tend to wear the other glasses much anymore. What time of day do I wear these glasses? Pretty much assume that these are indoor sunglasses. So anytime I'm inside under artificial light or in front of something with a screen, I'm wearing these glasses to protect my eyes, to keep my melatonin levels high. I do have another pair of their glasses that have a darker darker lens. These are the evening glasses for the most part. You know, when should you wear these? Essentially anytime after sunset, you can start putting them on, but some people this can make pretty sleepy. So I would say usually within an hour or so of bed is really the key time. You know, if you're sitting watching TV, you're on a device, you should be protecting your eyes in the evening time, because mankind was not supposed to be exposed to bright blue light at nighttime. Blue light from the sun is balanced by red light from the sun. Your body knows what to do with that, but once sunset, up until they invented the light bulb, you would have only had candlelight, campfire, whale blubber oil, or whatever they were burning at that time. So you wouldn't have had this bright, intense light that everybody's been exposed to since the late 1800s, when magically all the chronic diseases really started exploding. So when do I wear these? Myself, usually within an hour or so when I go to bedtime. I got a question the other day on a webinar about wearing these type of glasses outside. Yes, I do tend to wear them outside if I'm not driving. That's the caveat. I would not wear these glasses if you're driving. They may make you too tired or impaired to drive. So I will wear these ones if I am driving. But typically at nighttime when you're walking around outside, a lot of the street lamps are now LEDs. The cars have very bright white LED lights, so you want to protect your eyes from that so you're able to go to sleep. So I generally myself wear these in public. So these are the brands I typically wear day to day. So the review on the one pair, it's the True Dark or the Daywalkers. They're good, but Raw Optics makes a better lens. Also, this other company I'm gonna show you in a minute makes a good lens. For those who wear prescription glasses, True Dark does make ones that fit over glasses. So you don't need to have prescription ones. Prescription ones are very expensive. Some of these manufacturers will make you a custom pair, but I don't necessarily recommend it for most patients if it's something you have to wear all the time for vision, because it's fine to be wearing these things inside, but you don't want to be wearing them outside. If you're wearing these things outside, then you're filtering out blue light from the sun, your body's not making hormones effectively, and there's case reports of people getting depression when they're wearing their prescription blue blockers all the time outside. So if you're going to wear something that has some type of blue filtering lens, you want to tilt it down and let the sun hit your eyes naturally. So I already kind of showed you a couple of the other ones. True Dark does make these. I wore them briefly for a while. They kind of look like the 1970s or something like that. They're transition lenses called the Twilights. So technically you're supposed to wear these like an hour or so before sunset and then switch over to the darker lenses, but it gets a little bit complicated if you have to switch out between 3 different lenses. So I mostly just wear 2 different pairs. Then the other company I really do like is a company called Bluebox. They make frames that have lenses that block the wavelengths you need, daytime or evening time. These are their evening time ones. These actually family members pair I'm borrowing for this demo. Some of these frames fit women's faces just a little bit better in this person's opinion, so they really like this for their evening glasses. So they make outstanding frames as well. Caveat: I'm not paid by any of these manufacturers to give them any advertisement. It's mostly just I've bought these glasses myself, tested them out, and read a lot of different reviews about them. So, so these are all the manufacturers I currently recommend. There are, still the ones that, old school biohackers would recognize. This one would be the evacs. The evacs were kind of like the original blue blocking safety glasses. They are not stylish at all, but they do block the wavelengths of light that interfere with your melatonin production. So you can wear these if you want. I do have some patients wear them in their house, and then they do also make one that will fit over prescription glasses. So I hope that helps you guys today. I get this question all the time, in the office and on my webinars. So I will, keep putting out more information about the light technologies and upgrades as they come. But I thank you guys for your attention. And if you have any questions, please leave me some comments below. So take care.